And start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Annado Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Akanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. The only Guru of three religions, Traita Theorem originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Traita Theorem Bhagavad Gita, interpreted by Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. Last week we learned from 9th Slokam to 20th Slokam from Shraddhatraya vibhaaga yogam chapter. Let's pray our Guru to provide us the wisdom in a right manner. Let's move on learning the next slokams. Let's recap what we learned last week. The Rajoguna people have interest in the foods that are too bitter, sour, salty, pungent, dry and hot, and eatables that make thirsty, and the eatables that give pain while eating, and the substances that give pain after eating are liked by the people of Rajoguna. The food which is not cooked well, juiceless, stale, decomposed, leftover after eating, and unclean is liked by the tamasic people. One who does the sacrifice with the determination of mind in accordance with the rules of Shastras without expecting the reward is called sattvic sacrifice. The sacrifice which is performed ostentatiously for knowing others and expecting rewards is called rajasic sacrifice. The sacrifice which is done without interest, it is not bound to the injunctions of shastras, and in it food is not distributed, mantras are not chanted, and offerings are not made to the priests. That sacrifice is called tamasic yagna. One who has devotion to the demigods, Brahmins, perceptors and jnanis and has purity without hypocrisy and practices celibacy and non-violence are austerities of the body. Without speaking the words that offend others, speaking truthfully and beneficially, and speaking to do good actions and recitation of Vedas are called speech of penance. Serenity of mind, simplicity, silence and having self-control when Jivatma is in distress and purity of thought are called mental penance. Those worthy men who do these three kinds of penance with utmost interest without expecting any reward is called sattvic penance. Those ostentatious penances which are performed in order to get respect, honor and worship are said to be Rajasa penance. They are neither stable nor permanent. Those penance which are performed foolishly by means of perseverance with self-torture or to do destroy others are said to be the Tamasa penance. Sattvic charity means having intention of doing charity and knowing the proper time and place for doing charity, which is given to the worthy person without expecting the reward. We learnt up to these 20 slokams. Up to this 20th slokam. Let's move on to the 21st slokam today. What is he saying over here? He is telling about Rajasic charity in this slokam. Yattu pratyupakarardam phalamuddishya va punaha diyate cha pariklishtam taddanam rajasam smrutam. If charity is performed with the expectation of some return or with a desire for the results or in the grudging mood is said to be Rajasic charity. So owing to charity is given. So some people give the charity, they will think that we can get advantage in different ways. Okay. The charity which is given either with desire or with intention of merit may come by doing charity. And also they think that so they may get some punyam, merit by doing the charity. So, or they will have like this, the agony for losing his belongings also. So he will be feeling bad in his mind that oh, he is losing his belongings by doing this charity. So this kind of charity is called rajasic charity or rajasic dhanam. Let us move on to 22nd one. What is that? See 22nd one. अदेशकाले यद्दानमपात्रेभ्यच्चदीयते असत्कृतमवज्ञातं तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. Some people give the charity without giving respect to the receiver, with contempt, with contempt and without knowing the proper place and time, and is given to unworthy person is considered tamasic charity. So those people who do charity, the people who are with tamasic division of disposition, so what they do, they throw away the donation in front of the person who is receiving it. He doesn't give any respect to the person who is receiving it. So what they do, like in the rainy season, it is like in the rainy season, wetting the plant. Already it is rainy season, already it is raining, and you are again wetting the plant. So that is useless thing, right? Same, these tamasic people also, they give the charity to the person who doesn't need at all. That's why he is saying they will give the charity to the unworthy person. They don't see whether it is worthy or not. Okay. So this kind of charity is called the tamasic charity. So thus far this chapter is ended over here, completed over here. So there are 6 more remaining slokams are there that we are not discussing about them, since they are not told in the Gita, and also not by Bhagavan here itself. So wherever the slokams which are not according to the Gita and according to what Bhagavan said, we need to discard them. So in the 6th slokam, in all 6 slokams, they described about the Om Tat Sat, and they said that it should be recited and it is going to eliminate the flaws during the sacrifices, charities and finances and penances. So, and they said that this is the form of Parabrahman. The seekers of liberation have been uttering these sounds in the sacrifices, charities and in the penance. They said like that. The Bhagavad Gita must be in one manner and must be in uniform teaching. So Bhagavad Gita should be with the uniform teaching. Bhagavan revealed in Bhagavad Gita that yogam is the sole way for attaining liberation. But he did not mention about charities, sacrifices, penances will provide the liberation. How does he say about the sacrifices, charities and penances are useful for the seekers of liberation by changing his previous word. It's not correct. God never said, Bhagavan never said that you do charities, penances, sacrifices in order to get the liberation. He said, Yogam is the only way. Okay. So, when he said, Yogam is the only way, how come he says sacrifices, charities and penances are the means for attaining the liberation? So, that's why these 6 slogans are not told by Bhagavan. Gita never says or never encourages you to do sacrifices that are external. Okay. Bhagavan said about 2 sacrifices that will happen inside the body. One is Gnana Yagnam, another one is Dravya Yagnam, which is material Yagnam, which will happen inside our body. So, they are related to the body inside, they happen inside. He never said about external sacrifice. And also charity is a disposition which is inside the division of disposition and the wheel of dispositions. So, Paramatma said that world was known from the guna and Parabrahman was known from the state of without guna. So if you go beyond the gunas, you will know the God. If you are being with guna, you will be knowing about the world only. So charity, he will not say charity is useful for attaining liberation. So with the charity, you will get the merit or the punyam that may help to the world, but it will not be useful for getting the liberation. Owing to disposition like charity, goodness may be increased, but liberation can't be attained. Besides, one who say that yoga is superior to the penance and advise to become yogi by practicing yoga can't say greatly about the penance, right? Tasmad yogi bhavarjuna, he said that. Tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi, tasmad yogi bhavarjuna, he said in the Bhagavad Gita. When he said so, he never come back and tell other way that you do sacrifices, you do charities, you do penances in order to get liberation, right? So, one who told about the essence of letter Om and its details by adding Tat, Sat, and Om is like after drawing an upright mark on the forehead of Anjaneya for saying about him that he can be called Anjaneya. So that's not the right thing, right? So he said about Om, but these people added Tat Sat and they decorated in such a way that so you do these kind of things and say Om Tat Sat, it will eliminate all the defects. Okay. So whatever they narrated in these these 6 slokams, they are not proper. They are fabricated. They are not told by God Himself. Okay. So these things raise so many doubts. Raise doubts by giving ignorance, and the verses which give contradictory meaning to the Bhagavan said verses are set aside not only in the chapter. So, not only in this chapter, there are other chapters containing those fabricated slokams. They are eliminated. They need not to be read. Okay. So that's what we are not knowing about these 6 slogans which are fabricated totally. We need to learn what Bhagavan said in scientific manner so that all doubts will be cleared and we can answer any rationalist, any atheist. Okay. So let us do Mangala Prarthana and end the session. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhu Rupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmam to everyone.